Hey everybody, I got a lot of emails asking me what do I think about 2026 in Bulgaria and the fact that uh, the euro currency will be introduced from next year. So I'd like to share my thoughts with you in this video, but we will need to break down the problem because it's not like very um, easy to explain in simple words. So first of all, we need to remember that every member of EU who joins the eurozone will have to follow certain um regulations if it comes to financial sector. So it says that European Union already is pressing on Bulgaria about changing certain taxes. And by changing, of course, it always means increase them. Why? I really don't know because I'm not like a financial guy. So, but apparently to just meet certain criteria. So yeah, there is pressure on Bulgaria to increase them and increase the taxes. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that they are going to increase it sooner or later. And how it's gonna affect the property market and the other aspects of life, it's really hard to tell. So 2026 will be like a year that we need to observe and watch what kind of changes are going to happen in Bulgaria. Second thing is just like if you are planning to move to Bulgaria and start living here and you are like financially secured, I think that you have nothing to worry about, at least for next couple of years. Because if you are going to live somewhere, let's say far away from the society, like an off-grid life or something like this, then I don't really think it's going to have some kind of impact on your life. But if you are a guy who is looking for like real freedom, independence, and you are planning to live in the bigger towns or bigger cities or villages, then it's really hard to tell if you really won't feel this impact because as we already know from the other countries, Western countries, where the regulations, certain regulations are very, very strict if it comes to many different aspects of life. In Bulgaria, basically, the law, even if it's introduced, it's usually a dead law. Yeah, it exists in the it exists in a life in the country, but nobody really executes it. But but that's the different part, you know. It is more like I don't know, like if you drive your car with the lights on or lights off during the summertime, something like this, you know. But if it comes to these changes to the financial sector to increase the taxes or something like this, that is something that you won't be able to avoid. So as far as I know, European Union is pressing on Bulgaria to double the taxes. Taxes for your car insurance, for tax for your car, um, and there are several different points that apparently they haven't published yet. So yeah, so I would recommend you to have a look on it and check exactly, you know, what is going on, because next couple of months will be like a key to the future of Bulgaria. And honestly, to me, uh, it seems like it shouldn't have such a big impact. Bulgaria is let's say, the weakest bone of European Union. I mean, like it's a very poor country. I mean, it's poor. It's maybe not poor country. That's the bad description. It's just like the life. It's not that good if it comes to the finances, and with all these taxes that you are going to be pumped up, and therefore the prices of stocks, the electricity bills and everything is going up. I don't know how people like average Bulgarian people are going to survive it. Really, that's for me. It's very big question, the main question. You know, that's what's gonna happen, because Bulgaria is fighting with very big depopulation. Most of the young people don't see the future in this country, and they are going to leave. Most of the people wants to leave the country, and lots of people are dying because the average is very high. You know, age average. So for next several years, if it's gonna go in this direction, Bulgaria will become super empty, and yeah, and now the question remains if there are less citizens in the country who are going to cover all those expenses that the country will have to face. Yeah, but enough about this financial stuff. So let's focus maybe on the property market. I would say that because of the population and because of lots of people are going to leave, well, the country, and you know the death average is pretty high. There will be more and more empty properties within next couple of years, especially those that are far away from the cities, because of course, you know, everybody wants to, from the younger generation, of course, wants to live close to the big cities, because there is a job, you know, there are events, and so on and so on and so on. But for those properties that are in quite remote areas, I think there will be more and more and more. And if we have more properties and less people, less buyers, so of course the prices will have to fight between each other. So to me, they will go down. Because come on, like, I don't think there are so many people in this world that want to live off grid, especially in Bulgaria. Yeah, so we won't be able to cover all those empty spaces, you know. So I think that maybe now there is like kind of boom, and there are more people interested in buying a property in Bulgaria in remote areas, but this tendency, to me, it will be falling down, because there won't be that many people who want to live off grid or like in remote areas. And you have to remember about the fact about the remote areas, that you will be forgotten by the system, of course, because Bulgaria is pumping all money into the big cities like Plovdiv or Sofia, and not necessarily in the remote areas. So you will have like this kind of roads, or maybe even worse. So you will have to fight with the different things. I mean, like as I said, if you are financially secured, Well, you can buy a good 4x4 big Jeep car, and you can just like ride on those black roads and where is no infrastructure, and that's not gonna impact your life. However, if you are thinking about living off grid and having some passive income, that might be a challenge soon, because if you take a look on the, for example, internet provider, if there will be an area where are not many people living, they won't be really maintain like an antennas. Uh, so you can expect like internet signal to drop off from time to time. But yeah, we have different solution for this, Starlink and something like this. But yeah, you need to just remember that there might be a very big problem with the infrastructure, and definitely there will be, because they won't be maintaining, they won't be repairing the roads, because the all money will go into the different places. So yeah, still we can consider Bulgaria as living off-grid on remote areas in 2026, but we will have to keep eye on it, what is going on. And maybe because the things are not going very well in European Union in general. So maybe we will have to consider a different place. I don't know, maybe Kazakhstan, maybe Azerbaijan, maybe Georgia, maybe Turkey. Yeah, it's all depends, like what's gonna happen within next couple of years. But I believe that next 2 years will give us lots of answers to our questions right now, and what's gonna happen in Europe, how we are going to live, if the system will really crash the door and enter to our party, or people will be like glued to big cities, and the off-grid and remote sites will be totally forgotten. But it has its pluses and minuses, so you need to consider it individually. How you see your life in Bulgaria, what place you would like to live, and yeah, and there are like many different factors you would need to consider in terms of moving to Bulgaria right now, because it's not easy answer. Yeah, but my thoughts are just like, I'll keep watching what's going on in 2026, and then after that I will take the decision about my future here, even though I sacrificed like 12 years already in this country. But well, it doesn't look promising from one side, but from the other side, maybe there is kind of hope that our off-grid life won't be affected that much, taking to the account that Bulgaria is very like a big mess, and the bureaucracy, even if it works, just like sometimes it cannot like reach certain places, and even if they do reach, I mean, just like if they gonna chase you with the letters or something like this, it doesn't really mean that something will be executed. They simply don't care about small villages and old forgotten places. They don't repair the roads, they don't fix the pipes, they barely fix the electricity. There is like one vertical power plant in my area that fell 2 years ago, and we were calling to the company who cares about that to to come and fix it, and they said, yeah, we'll come, we will come, and they never came, and it's been like 3 years already. So So I don't think they are going to care that much. If you are, as I said, financially independent, then you can get your place, you can get solar panels, and just like live freely and in peace and quiet, and the dirty hands of the system won't touch you. So keep watching the property market. Don't get tricked. The prices to me for the properties, even if everything is increases, but those factors that I mentioned should be reason why the properties prices in remote areas, I'm not saying about the big cities or towns, yeah, should really go down, because young people that inherited an old properties after their grandfathers, grandmothers, fathers, mothers, they won't care. They want to just sell off everything and get the money to have a good start in the life. In most of the cases, of course, not everybody, but and of course there will be a difference between the villages, because there are villages that are well maintained, there are forgotten villages. So yeah, the prices will be very vary, but mm, but yeah, so but there will be plenty of places like this. There will be like I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure, because there are many villages in entire Bulgaria that are going to be empty, because the old people die, and the young don't want to live in the remote areas. And there are many examples of such places in entire Bulgaria. So yeah, still there is a time, and still there is a hope to be forgotten by the system. But yeah, we'll see. 2026 for me, it's gonna be like the final answer for the to the future of Bulgaria. Take care and see you next time.